Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you episode 3 of Iowa Bros. I'm in draft league mode for some reason. I'm joined by Thriller.
What up, what up?
And we're going to talk about, so this is why the screen's black right now. So Sword and Shield came out 2 days ago. If you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, there's already 2 episodes up for myself. Thriller, are you doing a playthrough for YouTube?
Huh? You sounded robotic again.
Hopefully we don't have robotic issues all the thing. I said, Thriller, are you doing a Let's Play of Sword or Shield for YouTube?
If I had capture cards and knew how to work OBS, more than likely, but since I don't know...
I gotta teach... Okay, so...
But I would definitely do, like...
So I'm gonna be home alone for Christmas.
Like, I'll definitely be, like...
Like, my parents are going to Arizona without me, because, you know, I started a new job and can't get the time off to go down there. So, some point I will come down while they're gone, and we will get you set up.
Sweet!
So...
And plus it sucks being alone on Christmas.
Yeah, so we'll get that set up. But anyways, Thriller and I are going to talk about the Sword and Shield mons. So, just to time date this, we're recording this before the games came out, so we don't know all the mons, but the way our schedules worked in order to get this recorded, we have to do it before the games come out. So Thriller actually hasn't seen any of these mons until now. I just sent him the list, so...
And people, just note, I technically told him to say it. He was willing to not send it if I had said anything.
Yeah, so
I technically do need to know this, so that way I can be prepared to pick my dream team. And I'm already looking, and oh my god, all the mons we're going to have is looking to be so much fun.
Yep, so that's why the screen is black. I'm going to uncover it here shortly, just so people can see. It's going to be a list based on my preferences, because that's what I sent Thriller, is just the list based on my preferences. So, and then we're going to kind of talk about it. Next week, Ryan and I will talk about competitive side, and Thriller, you're more than welcome to give your competitive side, even though we don't know stats in that right now. But, yeah, so yeah, spoiler, if you haven't played the game, if you're living under a rock, trying to play it for yourself, I'm uncovering the list here, so... But yeah, oh, and I forgot to mention too, at the start of the video, we have merch. Go check it out. Link in the description down below. Patreon, thank you to Little Penguin Gaming for supporting the channel. Patreon's also listed down below, which gets you discounts on merch, just so you're aware. Sorry, I had to plug there for a second.
Hey, it's a channel, you're allowed to plug.
So, let's just start off here with the, starting in the Love It category for me, because, again, Thriller has never seen any of these, so we'll just go
some of these I'm questioning Zach on here, because I don't know what the heck he's talking about with some of this stuff.
Yep, so the first one is obviously Grookey's Evolution.
First off, I'm actually, because we did see technically some leaks from, like, if anyone's watched A-Drive did cover a video, or some people covered videos, on potentially what Grookey's could have been, like him just being like a very like hairy gorilla with like wood on him and everything like that. But the way Grookey actually looks, I actually love it, because it made sense for him to have a drum, because he beats on a rock, and from the first trailer we ever saw, and he made the grass come back. So it made sense to give him something. I think this looks so much better. Yeah. But I'm still saying that Team Sabo all the way.
Yeah, I switched to Grookey Gang, unfortunately. Grookey's my favorite out of the 3. But this thing is called...
we create the Sabo Squad.
I'm sorry. This thing, its name is Rillaboom.
Whoa, that actually sounds pretty powerful. Not gonna...
So when you go to throw it out of its Pokeball, and I'm stealing this joke from A-Drive, and I don't care, because it was a great joke, and it needs to be passed around more. So when you throw Rillaboom out, you say, "Go Rillaboom."
Was that supposed to be funny?
Yeah, Gorilla. Go Rillaboom. Gorilla Boom. It's a play on word.
Wow.
Okay, whatever. It does get a signature move, but actually we're not going to talk about that. I
If this thing doesn't get Boom Burst, there's a crime against Pokemon.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but at level 50, its attack stat is 177. Its special attack stat is 80.
I don't care if it doesn't. If it has a shitty, it should still get Boom Burst. It has a giant drum.
Yeah,
it should at least.
I was really hoping this thing was like.
I mean, I already knew it Grookey. I knew Grookey had to be a physical attacker. Most of the grass starters are.
I was really hoping it was mixed because it looks like it could be a mixed attacker.
I mean, it can be. I mean, base 80 is still not that terrible. It's just not terrible. It's not the best, but it's also not terrible.
Yeah.
And plus, a lot of people in the competitive scene, they probably won't ever see that coming a lot of the time. So, it's good, like, hidden attack to really bring.
Yep, but we also don't know. You have to assume that all 3 starters are getting Gigantamax forms, and that isn't known yet. That hasn't been data mined out, as far as I know, and most of the data miners have been shut down by Nintendo. So, hence why I don't have anything more than what I've sent Thriller, because that's all I had saved from that, and that's why I'm doing this video after the games have come out, because Nintendo can't come get me for it.
Haha, so, take that, Nintendo.
But yeah, I love Rillaboom. It looks super cool. I'm super, like, is it my favorite Mon? Is it in my top 10 favorite Mons? No, not even close. But it is one of my favorite grass-type starters. Probably my either second or third favorite grass-type starter, because Sceptile has always been number 1, and then Torterra has been number 2 for a long time.
Hard for me, but I probably would say Torterra is my favorite, just because Gen 4 is my favorite generation of all time. But I mean, I thought for a second, like, I would say Decidueye was going to be the second best starter from Sun and Moon and everything like that. But after using Primarina a lot, I definitely think Primarina is by far my second favorite, and then Decidueye. But I still like Decidueye. It's just that I think in the end, Primarina just became better because it's just a monster with choice specs.
Yeah. So then, obviously, everyone knows Corviknight. Like, that one's been known for a long time. I even named it...
If no one uses this thing on your first playthrough, you're terrible. This thing's badass.
Oh, and its pre-evolutions are even better, and we'll talk about that when we get to them. But, obviously, I'm in love with Corviknight if I'm renaming or making a third team, and I'm now running under the Chicago Corviknights, so...
Obviously.
Chicago Corviknights coming to you soon via APA Indigo Season 4. If you want them now, merch store down below. I promise I'm not going to just turn into one of those guys that just merches all the time.
Nah, it's alright.
I saw it and I wanted...
If I had done that stuff, I would have been trying to plug it a lot already by now, too.
I saw it. I wanted to make the joke. I just wanted to... It was a perfect prime meme time right there. So, but yeah, Corviknight's really cool. Yeah. Obviously, Galarian Wheezing is super cool. Everyone knows about that.
It's going to be busted broken in VGC.
I'm waiting to see if it gets either Moonblast or another, like, higher power than Draining Kiss or Fairy Wind. Like, it needs to have...
It obviously will.
Yeah. So...
Or it'll get, like... Didn't it show a signature move before?
Not that I know of.
Because I think I remember maybe they had a move like that. I think it was Dazzling Gas or something like that. I think they showed off a move that looked
it used Dazzling Gleam, and it also gets Neutralizing Gas as its ability.
I know Neutralizing Gas, but I thought it used a gas type attack. That was like...
I know of. But obviously, I love Galarian Wheezing. I can't wait to use that thing competitively. Like,
if you want to start VGC, there's the perfect opportunity. One that gets rid of any ability on the field, that is broken. If that's not OU or UU, that is just why you're not even here. Like,
well, think about it this way. Let's say you're up against a Reuniclus, and you've got it toxic. It's been out on the field for a while because of the fact that it's set up. You can't beat it. You go into Galarian Wheezing with Protect, neutralizing Gas kicks in. You protect, and instead of Magic Guard, That's suppressed, and now all those turns of Toxic will hit that Reuniclus and kill it, or any other like Magic Guard Mon.
You know what I'm wondering? What if, let's say, a Mon like Reuniclus had Regenerator, and he got worn down against Galarian Weezing, and it switched out?
I think it would stop Regen from triggering.
That's what I'm thinking. Imagine if that can happen. Think how great this Pokemon can be in singles, let alone VGC.
Yep. So
like
then
this would be like the best Mon to beat all types of stall.
So then the next Mon, which I know you've never seen before, I believe is called...
I love him. He is so cool and so dope. He's literally Bolt.
His name is Bolt Thunder, I think. I'm trying to find him right now. Looking through all the pictures. But yeah, it's Yamper's evolution, and it is.
Yeah.
I do like it. I'm hoping it's a fast electric type, but I'm not.
Oh, of course it would be. It's a dog. Dogs are always fast.
It could be.
I will say though, I don't think it's gonna be like the speedy electrics that we already know. Like, there's not gonna be like, it's not gonna be like Jolteon. It's not gonna be like that. I feel like its base speed will match something like Manectric's base speed, which is 105. That's what I'm seeing the main way of how fast it's gonna be. It'll still be a fast electric type, but it's not gonna be like that crazy fast electric.
Yeah, I can't find its actual name, but I know it's got Bolt in it. I think it's Hound and Bolt or something like that mixed together, Boltund or whatever. But yeah, that's... So I do love that design. I think it's going to be kind of cool. Obviously, everyone's seen Dreadnought.
That thing is still dope.
Yep.
Like, the fact that this thing is a Pokemon where if a trainer... Like, it's become so hard for Pokemon to train that trainers release it because it's too hard for them to... Like, that just goes to show how strong and powerful this thing is.
Yep. I'm trying to find the doc that someone shared that had all the names in it, because as soon as I find that doc, I'll be fine. I can do the names, but I need it because I don't remember how to pronounce the next one. But the next one does have a
That's what I'm still looking at.
The witch hat looking thing, which I am still looking for the name thing. Where is it? It's Psychic Fairy.
Ooh, okay, so Mr. Mind typing, Gardevoir typing, okay.
Mega, trying to think what other, or Tapu Lele. Oh, hey, there you are. Yeah, Boltund, B-O-L-T-U-N-D, Bolt Hound.
Oh, Boltund, that's actually not bad.
Oh, okay, yeah, so I forgot, its ability is Strong Jaw.
Are we talking about Dreadnought or Boltund?
No, Boltund. Its ability is... Come over here, you. Okay, I found the dex. I got it. Yeah, it's, the Boltund's ability is Strong Jaw, which I think is great. But anyways.
Okay. So it's gotta definitely be able to learn, like, all the Fang moves at least.
Probably Crunch.
Which is not terrible. Oh, Crunch too, obviously.
But I'm looking right now for this thing because I'll know it as soon as I see it. It's just I'm sorting through 400 Pokemon right now. Its name literally is Hat. Like it's. Yeah, Hatcherini is that evolution. Yep. So and it is Psychic Fairy.
It must be the sister of Happy, am I right?
I don't know.
That was supposed to be a joke. We're supposed to laugh.
I'm sorry. But yeah, then there's Roly-Coly, which...
Even, like, as his base form right now, he still looks really dope.
Yep. I'm looking, because I'm in the part of this where... Because I don't know the elephant's name, which... That is the evolved form if you go down to the indifferent...
One little elephant?
Yeah, that little elephant. That is that thing's evolution.
Which is actually kind of cool. Like, I'm trying to think, what other elephant Pokemon have we had besides this one?
How dare you disrespect Dawn Fan?
I don't know why. Donphan slips my mind sometimes. I don't know why. I love Donnie. I don't know why it slips my mind.
How dare you disrespect the Don?
Listen, Donnie from my day hard, he will still be the funniest ever just because of the fact that his name is just funny when you compare it with Donphan for Donnie Don.
Yep. So.
But still, I mean, at least now he's got a brother. This probably looks way more cooler than him, though.
I'm trying to find the typing list.
And it looks freaking like a nuclear freaking elephant with those goggle eyes, and the way his trunk looks like an arm.
It gets a Gigantamax form as well.
So, how are you feeling about the whole Gigantamax and like the other stuff?
I'm very glad Z crystals are gone. Being perfectly honest.
I mean, Z crystals weren't terrible, but it was always just sucked and competitive because you can never know. Like if it was free Z formats, you never know exactly when there's going to be a Z move drop, and a hard time is even if you know what mons have Z moves, it's always hard to see if they're going to be the Z move or not. And you can never sometimes if you can predict what Z moves they would have to bring, then it's still okay, I can't let him weaken down this something and pull a trigger for a Z move in order to beat. So it's always you can't really kind of tell exactly how you want to go with it.
Yeah. I don't know the typing on this one off the top of my head because I can't find it in the spoilers chat where we talked about it. But it does get a Gigantamax form, and the white things you see on its trunk become 3 really hard bones.
Dang.
It's pretty cool. So then the next one there is Impidim's Final Evolution.
Who the heck is even shit? What's that evolution?
Impidim's Final Evolution.
Holy! Okay, Impident, we're sorry we didn't talk about you in Pokemon Sword and Shield, my god!
Yeah, and it gets a Gigantamax form, which I just linked to you.
Who does he look like, though? I feel like he looks like a character I know from a TV show of some sort.
I don't know, but do you want to know his name?
Oh. What's his name?
Grimmsnarl.
Okay, the name's a little disappointing, but...
It does get a Gigantamax form, though, that I just sent you.
Holy shit, he literally looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't know exactly what Yu-Gi-Oh card is. He literally looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I don't know, but he's dark fairy type still. His shiny is white and purple. I'm a little disappointed with the shiny.
And actually, it's kind of like Salazzles, and Salazzles was really good.
Yeah, he does get a new physical fairy type move called Spirit Break. It's base 75 power. It's 100% accurate, and lowers the target's special attack stat.
Ooh, that's gonna be really good competitively.
Yep, and Jake and I were doing calcs earlier. We think it's base 60 speed, but base 110 attack was what we were coming out to.
Yeah, it's gonna probably be one of those it's probably gonna be one of those mons that definitely benefit from Trick Room.
Yeah, but
or if you're gonna go like a mid-tier Scarfer or anything like that too.
Yeah, but if you go the middle evolution is down in good. It's that third row that it's pretty obvious what you can see. That one's name is Morgrum.
Why does it sound like Morgan?
Well, Morgana in British, English history, Morgana was a powerful witch, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think I heard about Morgana. I think it's pretty cool how they've made designs based off that, the whole behind the British culture. And what I think I've remembered people saying is that people from Nintendo actually go to these places and actually get the feel of the history of the whole place. So when they come into designing the game and designing potentially Pokemon that are based around things in the world, which is super cool. That just goes to show you how much effort they actually want to make into making.
Yep, and then the next one is Toxel. It is electric poison type.
Ooh, new type combination.
Yep. And it evolves from, if you go down in bad, the little purple dinosaur with a white mark on its head. That's its baby form.
He looks so derpy but cute at the same time.
And then he grows into this. And this is the Mon that was those statues that we saw in the one trailer. That's why I said it wasn't a dragon type when we were talking earlier, but it's got two different... Yeah, it's got two different forms, apparently. Haven't quite figured out what that is yet. So.
Its head doesn't look like it, though.
It does if you put the two together. So... But as far as I know, again, we're recording this prior to the games actually coming out and us having the full decks in front of us. This is just what we know from the last couple weeks of leaks and that. But that thing is sick. I love it. It looks like it's going to be a fast electric type. Like, there's so many...
Okay, I'll agree that it's fast, but I don't think it's going to be crazy fast. I feel like it's going to be...
I'm thinking base 110.
I could see base 110, but I would definitely say between base 100 and base 110. I'm not saying, like, again, it's going to be kind of like how Bolton's speed is. It's not going to be like that crazy fast speed here, but it still has to be fast.
Bolton, to me, I think, is going to be like base 95, like Arcanine or something.
That could be things like that, too. Like, Bolton could have that speed here, too. It makes sense. Which still, 95 is not terrible. It's still a decent good speed tier.
Yep. So then, after that, obviously, everyone knows about Duraludon.
The first ever Dragon Steel that's not a legendary!
Yep, that's been a common theme with these games, is they've replaced the, legendaries with this, so...
Man, from just looking at this text, I think I have to rethink my entire team I was gonna go with now.
Yep, but the next one... Okay, so the next one, you can see that's the final evolution, then there's the middle evolution, and then the first evolution is all the way on the...
It looks like a baby Flygon in this baby evolution. It looks like a baby Flygon.
Yeah, it's not very clear on the picture I sent you because the pictures are so small.
Yeah, but even with how many times I've zoomed in, it still seems fuzzy a little bit.
That baby, if you look at the middle evolution, is sitting on top of the middle evolution, and then there's two of them on the final evolution. This is your new pseudo-legendary.
And our final typing is...
All three are Dragon Ghost.
Ooh, that's an interesting comment. Oh, wait. Hey, it's Giratina!
Uh-huh.
Now the question is, will this be... Well, actually, if it's going to have a 3-stage evolution, I don't think it's going to be like a Ubermon.
You might want to let me tell you what its stats are here real quick. So, but give me a second here. So the baby evolution is called Dreepy. The middle evolution is called Drakloak.
Okay, that's not bad.
And the final evolution is called Dragapult.
Not much different from the middle one.
It gets a signature move called Dragon Darts, which is 100 accuracy, base 50, Dragon-type attack that hits twice. It also has access to U-turn.
That's not bad.
And I'm scrolling up to find its stats right now, because you're gonna die when you hear this thing's stats.
Alright, tell me each stat one by one.
Yeah, as soon as I find it, I will. I just gotta find where we broke it down. Huge shout-outs to those that were passing the info along. I think I'm too high up in the chat. Because this thing is a monster. It's this, you said you weren't sure if it was going to be Ubers. This one might actually go Ubers. Okay, so here's its stats that we believe it has. 88 HP.
Alright, that's decent.
120 base attack.
Alright.
75 base defense.
Alright, that's decent.
100 base special attack.
Alright, that's decent.
So you could drop a Draco off of that and be just fine.
Perfect mixed attacker.
75 base Spadef.
Alright.
You ready for it?
Hit me.
142 speed stat.
Jesus Christ! That's like almost as fast as Zeraora.
It is 1 speed point below Zeraora. Zeraora is 143. Let me just pull you Zeraora's stats right now for comparison. Zeraora has base 88 HP. Zeraora has base 112 attack. So it's got the same HP, it's got more attack. They have the same defense stat. It is 2 points less on the SPDEF stat. Or special attack stat, because Zeraora has 102 special attack. This thing only has 100. It is 5 points below SPDEF. Zera has base 80. This thing has base 75. And Zeraora has 143 speed to 142 on this thing.
This is literally the Gen 8 Zeraora.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the base stat totals here real quick. Because I'm pretty sure they're the exact same.
There's like minor like.
So Zeraora is base 600.
Yeah.
It is base 100 as well, or base 600 as well. This thing literally has Zeraora's stats, just in different positions, slightly different positions.
Then this thing's definitely gonna be a toss-up between.
Oh, this thing is gonna be my round 1 pick in APA if I can get it.
You better hope you're not. I don't get it before you.
Oh yeah, I know. Or Jake, or Crow, or anybody, because this thing. Pair this thing with Galarian Weezing and Corviknight.
Oh my god.
And bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, you got the best Fairy Dragon Steel Core possible.
Yeah, and another thing about Galarian Weezing, think about it. If there's any Pokemon with multi-scale, goodbye about that.
Yep, and you... Okay, so the one ability that we do know, by the way, on this thing, is Infiltrator.
Oh, that's gonna sound busted.
Yep, so your Dragon Darts can hit those things behind subs for twice off of base
Dragon Dart actually sounds like a pretty... That Dragon Dart actually sounds like a really cool name.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to mention, with Grimmsnarl, it gets Prankster. So even if it's base 60 speed, if it gets a speed boosting stat or move that can take advantage of Prankster, it becomes a lot worse. So
just imagine if this thing gets Swords Dance.
What, Dragapult? Yeah.
And then imagine it gets priority in like Bullet Punch, Mach Punch.
Well, as fast as
Punch.
Dragapult is, you have to think it's gonna get like extreme speed or something.
Oh yeah, this thing does. I mean, this thing definitely looks like a good game fixture.
It's a monster, but then you have kind of this.
Before we go, speaking of monsters, we have a giant stone statue here that you don't know.
That's what I was gonna say. So this thing is a play on Stonehenge.
I think it's cool though. I will admit that it's cool.
Yeah, I don't.
Paying homage to Stonehenge is actually really cool.
I don't have its name off. Stonejunior. Stonejunior. Yeah. So, and I know I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's Stonjourner. That Journer. Generally in Norse, like Mjolnir, the hammer, or Majorn. I can't ever say.
It still looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Imagine how funny it was imagine how funny it would be if it's in a rock type.
I have no idea, but it looks so good. I love it. So then we get to Eternatus, which is the 3rd legendary. Thriller, what's your guess on the typing there?
Well, before, I don't know if he said it right during the recording or not, but he told me this thing's basically a space monster.
Looks like it, we think.
It has, let's see. So this has been confirmed the 3rd legendary.
Yes.
To me, it has to scream either Psychic Ghost or... No, it screams Psychic Ghost. And I think I'll have another typing in either Poison or Dragon.
Well, I can tell you, of those 4 typings, you are correct with 2 of them.
Yeah! Look at me using my Pokemon knowledge.
This thing is Poison Dragon type.
Ooh, wait, haven't had a Poison Dragon?
Yeah, we have Dragalge.
Oh, yeah, Gajology. Oh, sorry about the forgetful Pokemon.
But that's all that I know of.
Dude, if this thing gets adaptability, this thing belongs in Ubers.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Because this thing screams monster, physical, special attacker. Not strong defenses, decent HP, and decent speed.
Yeah, we have no idea. There, as far as anyone's concerned, there was nothing else.
It looks like a manifestation of the wishy-washy school form if it turned evil.
Yep. So then we have Zamazenta. And then,
our cover legend.
Yep, and Zacian. But there's different forms. So apparently there's an unarmored form and an armored form. I haven't dug into that very much. However,
the fact that there is pretty cool because Zacian and Zamazenta do look still really incredible with their armors, but looking at someone like Zamazenta for his unarmored form, he looks so dope. He's I feel like I've seen the wolf forms of him before in some other shows, but I just can't remember off the top of my head. But still, he's just incredible. The way the blue is matching into his red on the chin there, it looks so dope.
Yep. Now here's the thing, we don't know their typing still at time of recording. However, we do know that Zacian is at least fairy typing.
Really?
Yeah, the one that carries the sword has the fairy type. We don't know what its secondary type is.
Is that the unarmored form or even with armor?
Even with armor, it definitely has the fairy typing. We don't know if there's a secondary typing or anything.
If this thing's not steel, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, if neither of them are not steel, we're gonna say something. So
because they literally have armor.
Yep.
I mean, if they're unarmored, then it makes sense to be a pure typing of sorts. But still, if they're in the armor form, they don't have steel typing. So there's gonna be a lot of things said.
Yep. So then everyone knows Grookey and Sobble. I because of the way Inteleon looks, I have to switch over to Grookey Gang, but I definitely love both of them. And now you get to Corviknight's second evolution and baby evolution. That's
actually kind of cool because when you looked at him on Skarmory, he doesn't get an evolution. And then we all looked at that freaking Corviknight and okay, it's this generation's Skarmory. Mm-hmm. But boom, drop the bombshell. That's not the case. I will say though, its second stage looks even cool. I mean, its third phase and final is still the most badass, but its second one looks so dope.
Yeah, and I love the naming of them. By the way, they're pure flying type. They don't have the normal type secondary typing.
Ooh,
they're pure flying.
Pulling a bit of a Tornadus move here.
Yep. Again, this is all the stuff that we've gotten via leaks. So if I'm talking and something is way wrong, please don't complain in the comments. We might be wrong here, but this is just the information.
We're not professional people on in-depth analysis and stuff like this. We're just YouTubers and people.
And we're also doing this before the games have come out because Thriller and I have very busy schedules and trying to sync up in order to record. This is what we have to do.
Exactly.
But their
I'm
names...
guessing this giant death goat-looking thing is the evolved form of Lulu?
Yes, but I was going to give you the names here for the Corviknight line. It's Rookity and Corvisquire.
Ooh, Corvisquire actually sounds pretty powerful.
Well, and think about it. Okay, Corviknight is a knight. So what do... In medieval times, what did beginner knights... What were they known as? Rooks. Then when they graduated from being rooks before they became knights, they were squires. And then they became knights. It follows the...
That's actually pretty dope. That's actually dope. I like that.
So, but yes, the next one is Wooloo's evolution. It is normal type, pure normal type if I remember correctly. I can go scroll and look for a picture again, but its name is Dubwool.
Sorry, Dublade's not here. We got Dubwool.
Dublade is in the games, just so you're aware.
I know. It's just it's a play on words.
Dublin, like the city of Dublin.
Just type it in the jokes Zach, you just don't get the jokes.
I'm not getting your jokes today, no. You're right. But I'm laughing because Dublin and Dublin, like the Irish city of Dublin.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pure normal type. I think it keeps Fluffy as its ability. I'm scrolling for it right now.
If we're gonna keep Fluffy, then it's definitely gonna be. It's probably not gonna be one of the best used competitive mons in my opinion.
It's probably gonna end up like Stuffle.
You mean Beware?
That's the one. You knew what I was trying to get at.
I mean, Beware's tier 4, and it's a decent tier 4, and it can actually be a competitive threat if it's in the right type of matchup, but still with having Fluffy, which basically means you have an added weakness to fire, and you're not even weak to fire to begin with, kind of kills the good part about this Pokemon.
Yeah, and it's definitely pure normal. I'm looking at its stats now, so... But yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we got Galarian Ponyta, which looks absolutely cute.
And then Surfetch, then Obstagoose.
So let's talk about the Mr. Mime / Mime Jr. line.
That would be Mr. Mime. That is Galarian Mr. Mime. He's wearing a tie.
Oh my god, I thought it was a raindrop. I didn't think of it as a type. He's got like 5 o'clock shadow too.
Yep. We don't know its typing, as far as I know.
Oh my god, that looks so funny. He literally looks like a human being going to a day job.
Yep. And then...
So we also know about Linoon. Tell me, I really want to know about this centipede-looking thing. It looks like it's Firebug.
I believe it is Firebug. It's called Centiscorch, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, I like that. That's a cool name.
And it does get a Gigantamax form. It's huge. It turns massive. I really hope it gets Speed Boost. I think if it was like Scolipede with Speed Boost, it would be just super good.
No, I don't see it actually like an ability you can get in-game, but I feel it can be one of those hidden abilities.
Yeah.
Because if this thing got the ability right now, this thing would go straight OU. I'm saying that right now. Straight OU or reverse. 100% if it just gets it right away.
Yep.
And now we have Galarian Cofagrigus, which looks like Majora's Mask.
We do not have Galarian Cofagrigus.
Then what is this thing?
Rungus.
But isn't that the evolution of...
Yes, it is.
Of Yamask?
Yes, it is. You can get... So, because Cofagrigus is confirmed for the games, this, according to leaks, has been named Rungus.
So technically they changed Cofagrigus' name to Rungus as a Galarian form.
It's a split Evo now. Split evolution. If you catch a Galarian Yamask, this is what it evolves into. If you catch a...
Oh, that's actually dope!
Yep.
I actually would say this, even though they cut the Pokedex, they've been really trying to like fill it up with really cool twists like this. Like split evolutions for different color schemes, or split evolutions for something like Yamask. Like, so what's the typing here? I'm guessing Ghost.
Are you thinking Rock?
I was essentially thinking Rock.
It's not Rock type. It's Ghost Ground.
I mean, it wasn't Ghost Ground. That's an interesting combination. Have we had a Ghost Ground type? Yeah, we have a Golder.
Yeah.
Golder. This thing looks like it's gonna be a monster in Trick Room.
It's basically the same stats.
Okay,
but
still,
its physical attack is higher than its special attack,
which is pretty good. Like that's the perfect counterpart to a Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus is usually just a special offensive threat.
Yeah, and it's super slow. It's still got massive defenses. Its defenses basically switch. So instead of being
especially bulk, it's more physical bulk.
Yeah, and it's still got a massive HP stat.
Which is actually pretty good because more times than not, you go against a lot of more physical attackers than you use special attackers.
And it does get a new ability as well.
Ooh.
It is similar to Mummy, but it is not Mummy. It's called Wandering Spirit. the Pokemon exchanges abilities with a Pokemon that hits it with a move that makes direct contact.
That sounds broken.
So so let's say a huge powered Diggersby hits this thing. Diggersby gets Wandering Spirit. This thing gets huge power as a physical attacker.
That is busted.
Yeah.
This thing definitely screams UU. I wouldn't say OU, but definitely.
I mean, just think about it in doubles. You have a Mon with a super good ability. You hit with, like, Shadow Sneak or something really weak to pick that thing's ability up. Switch the Mon's ability you just took away out. Bring it back in, and now you have two huge power Mons.
I feel like in doubles, I will say, like, Gen 8 is definitely opening up so much potential for VGC players when it really wasn't opening that much up from, like, 6th Gen and 7th. But now it seems like 8th Gen's really trying to push out, like, strong VGC players in this one.
Yeah, or, like, let's say you have an Intimidator out. You get the Intimidate, you hit with Runeglyphs, you get another Intimidate. It's like cycling Galarian Wheezing out.
Yeah,
too.
in fact, also you can... Question, does this have to work both a physical attack or a special attack?
It's gotta be a physical attack. You have to hit it with a physical attack.
Okay, that's a little disappointment, but
yeah,
still.
it's just like Mummy.
Okay, so what's this little, like, granite thing here?
That is the new bug type, and that is the middle evolution. The first
That's a
evolution...
bug?
Yeah, that's a bug. It's actually Bug Psychic.
That doesn't even look like a bug type. It looks like a freaking gem.
So go into the Kill It category.
Actually, kind of looks like a lug.
Yeah, go into the Kill It category and go all the way in the first row to the very end. That is Blipbug, the basic form. Then you get...
That looks like a freaking Wurmple that turned purple.
Yep, then you get Dottler, this thing. And then the Ladybug in the Indifferent category right below Scorbunny. That is Orbeetle. And that line is Bug Psychic type.
Where's Orbeetle, you said?
Right below Scorbunny.
Right below. Kind of. You would think for a final evolution for a bug like that would be a little bigger and a little better, but...
The only reason that I like this line is for its name. Its names. Because Blipbug, a blip on a radar. Like, you get, as something goes around the radar, you get the blip when you ping off of it. Dottler, Doppler radar is used in weather. And then Orbeetle, a weather, like the weather radar is an orb shape, basically. So I'm just drawing onto it because of my degree. That's the only reason I like them. I don't really...
yeah, you gotta kind of play favoritism here because of that.
Yep. So then everyone knows
Obviously know about the whole Morpeko line.
Yep.
With Angry. So I'm guessing this little turtle is the pre-evolution of Dreadnought.
You mean... Choodle?
Choodle?
Choodle, yep. Choodle. Chewing turtle. Choodle. Yes, that is Dreadnaught's pre-evolution. He looks like a toddler with spiky hair in my mind. You know, like a little preschooler that spiked his head, spiked his hair.
He's got like the cheeks of a Raichu.
Yep.
Or no, actually, he has the cheeks of a Krogan. He has like the cheeks of Krogan, actually.
Yep. I think he's adorable. He's a little derpy, but yeah. And then
so
that's
this weird little kind of creature.
That hat, that's the middle evolution of the hat, I believe. The hat line, I'm looking for the names again.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing Poltegeist evolves from this teacup?
Where you're all the way down there? Okay, slow down.
No, I'm just looking.
Yeah,
I'm not all the way.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this teacup is Poltegeist's pre-evolution and then evolves into Poltegeist.
Yeah, I'm looking for. Okay, so the middle evolution is called Hatchrim, and the baby form, which is right next to Morpeko, in the same row that Poltegeist's pre-evolution is, that thing's called Hatina.
Wait, where's the middle evolution you said?
Right next to Morpeko. In the Indifferent, go 2 to the left from Poltegeist's
So its middle evolution is the cup, but what's its base? Is it just the middle evolution?
No.
And then the final evolution, or where's the base?
I'm talking about the hat line. I was talking about the hat line while I looked for the teacup name.
Oh, yeah, I see that baby form for the teacup, yeah. I mean, for the hat line.
Yeah.
I was just looking at Poltergeist itself.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking... Sinisty. Sinister T. Sinisty.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's its baby form.
And I'm guessing these next are roly-polies?
Yes, the next two are roly-colies.
After Poltergeist?
Yes, I am super disappointed because their eyes are white instead of... orange.
I feel like
if they were orange, they would be
I
so.
think a lot of people are also going to be disappointed because, like, Roly-Poly had a wheel. His second evolution gets either, it looks like legs or wheels, but then evolves into a makeshift Magmortar.
It turns into a cart. Those are wheels. It turns into a cart. And then to me, its final evolution.
So it makes sense that
its final evolution literally looks like that they took Rhyperior and Mega Aggron and did the fusion dance with them.
literally looks like Magmortar with the hair from Marge Simpson.
I don't know why people see Magmortar. I don't see Magmortar.
I mean, he looks like Magmortar if he didn't have like those giant spikes in his shoulders.
Yeah, I'm looking for their names right now. But their Gigantamax form makes up for it. Which I showed you. The Mount Doom is their Gigantamax form.
Someone's gonna name it Mountain Dew and just not realize it.
Yeah, it's definitely Mount Doom, though. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on, computer, run a little faster, please.
Then we have this little, like, weird-looking, like, snake egg thing here next to this evolution of...
So, that is called Flapple.
Flapple.
Colossal. The final evolution of Roly-Poly is Colossal, and I believe it's Colicart or
Colossal. That's actually pretty... I will say, even though its final evolution is a little lacking, the name really makes up for it.
Yep, and I'm looking for it. By the way, if you don't name your Roly-Poly, I will be very disappointed.
Huh?
Are you old enough to know what that show is?
What show is?
Roly-Poly. Roly-Poly-Oly.
It's... Oh, I think I know. Isn't they have like those like orange-shaped bodies that are like robotic?
Yeah.
I've seen that show. I've seen the show. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of it because I never really watched it, but I know what show you're talking about.
Yeah, the theme song is like, he's Roly-Poly-Oly. He's... no, it's not.
Yeah, I've seen the show. I've seen a few episodes, but never really been a big watcher, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so if you don't name your Roly-Poly, I'm going to be super disappointed. And the middle evolution is called Carkle. Like cart full of coal. Carkle. Yeah, so Flapple. So Flapple, supposedly Flapple is a split evolution. It's basic evolution if you go down in bad, the apple with, like, eyes sticking out of it.
Ew.
That's its pre-evolution, and the thing right next to it is apparently the other half of the split evolution.
So its baby evolution is it when it's in that Tarragon thing, like next to in the good category? That's its final, or is that like the second evolution?
I think it's the second evolution in the good category, but supposedly it is a split evolution.
It looks gross.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to find it right now.
Oh my god, what'd they do to Score Bunny? It looks like some kind of like Sonic Boom reject that went into a superhero cast.
Yeah, that would be... What's that thing's name? That would be Raboot.
Too bad they couldn't reboot. Oh!
Yeah, Appleturn. Appleturn is the dragon one. It's Dragon Grass, by the way.
Dragon Grass?
Yep.
We finally get a dragon grass, yet it looks like a freaking disgusting piece of fruit.
How dare you disrespect Mega Sceptile like that?
Well, let's face it, Mega Sceptile wasn't technically the first ever typing. It only got that dragon typing because of Mega Evolution.
Yeah, but
Plus, think about it. Does anyone really like Mega Sceptile? You don't even use it competitively, so shame on you.
I have yet to use it competitively because I have yet to draft it. I've been drafting other Megas. It's on my to-do list. But anyways, it does get a signature ability called Ripen. Apple Turn does anyways. And its signature ability, Ripen, ripens berries and doubles their effect.
I mean, that's not bad, but the fact that it literally has an ability about how fruit is better to have eaten when it's ripe is just funny.
So a citrus berry restores 50% health.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. Like, orange berries restore 10, but with this one it restores 20 HP. So basically, when you have an orange berry, it's like a potion. When you have a citrus berry, it's like a super potion. And then when you have like the super berries, it'd be like a hyper potion.
Yeah, an Iapapa berry would restore 100% health to you. So
yeah.
And it does have a signature move called Apple Acid. And it lowers the target's SPDEF stat.
They should have called it Apple Cider.
Yep. It also gets Recycle.
Okay, that's not terrible.
So Recycle plus Ripen.
That's not bad.
And it gets Curse and Leech Seed.
That's not terrible.
It basically can set up very, very quickly.
Well, it only depends if it stays in that next evolution line where it starts.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see Grookey's middle evolution there. That Fox is pure Dark type.
What's that fox name?
Which it evolves from the baby fox if you can't put that together.
Yeah.
The fox's name is... The baby's called Nickit. Like nicking, stealing something. And its evolution is called Thivu.
Ooh, that sounds pretty cool.
The stats do not look promising. Just forewarning you.
I mean, Showdown has yet to input these sets in, so it's going to be like... Because I feel like a lot of people aren't going to really focus on the stats, they just want to focus on what this mon is.
Yep. So then you see Grookey's middle evolution called Thwacky.
Oh my god.
Obviously, we know about Score Bunny. And then we get to Inteleon. That is the final evolution of Salazzle.
So what's our prediction on final typing? Is it water poison or water something?
They are all three pure typings.
That's interesting, because we've never had that since Gen 1.
Nope, Gen 3. Or, sorry, Gen 2. Gen 2 was the only other generation where all three had pure typings.
Oh, well, yeah, Gen 1, Gen 2, but other than that...
Gen 1
never
didn't.
had that. Yeah,
Charizard's fire flying, and Bulbasaur was poison to begin with.
I mean, there was Blastoise, at least.
Yes. Well, that's like saying, Gen 3 with Sceptile, because it was grass, but yeah, anyways. I'm not too big of a fan of Inteleon. I have to see it in action for it to grow on me, which is why I jump ship.
It definitely screams like a great special attacker, though.
Yeah, it does look like that. So then we know Wooloo, we know Gossifleur. That is Galarian Farfetch'd right there. Fighting type.
He just looks so sad with his big stick.
And then, obviously, Zigzagoon.
Obviously, we have an ice type, I'm guessing, with Mr. Darumaka.
Yep, that would be an ice type. We don't know if there's a secondary typing yet. Then...
So instead of pooping hot droppings, you'll be pooping some ice cubes in your pockets.
Yep. He turned into a Yeti, basically.
Yeah, which I think makes sense if they're going to change his form from being like this big, giant, like hairy monster from the fiery pits to now basically the Yeti.
Yeah, well, I hate his evolution. Galarian
I mean,
Darmanitan looks
yeah,
terrible.
I mean, if it wasn't for that, like, basically, like, the quote-unquote headpiece,
Yeah.
he probably looked pretty good. But the way they give a headpiece for him is just weird.
Yep. Then, obviously, Galarian Yamask, Impidimp, or not Impidimp, Yamper, Alcream. That is Alcream's...
What the heck am I looking at with this marshmallow?
That is Alcream's baby form.
Alcream, make up the decision of what flavor you want to be here, okay?
Yeah.
You want vanilla or strawberry?
It is Alcream's baby evolution, and I'm looking for its name right now because I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Let's face it, is anyone really going to use Alcreamy? Let's be honest.
Milcery. That's its name. Milcery. Yep, Milcery. So.
If someone doesn't name it the Milky Way, then that would not be doing justice.
Yep, then we covered Orbeetle already. That's the next bug is the baby evolution of Scorchbeam.
He does look kind of cool though. He does look kind of cool even in his baby evolution. He does look kind of cool. He looks like kind of like how a Cobra looks.
Yep.
So like a miniature centipede. Like kind of cool.
We
I feel
know-
like some of these ones are definitely going to be long ways from evolving.
Yeah.
That's going to be the one disappointing factor, I think, in a lot of these. But if they design it to where it's going to be a long game, then I don't think people are going to be very disappointed.
Agreed. So then we talked. We know about Morpeko. We talked about the hat already.
And there's the missile rocket fish.
That fish is the if you go down one category below, like almost directly below it, that's the fish that pops out of Cramorant's mouth.
Yep, and people were calling it too that the fish was actually going to be a Pokemon.
Yep. It is named. The fish that actually comes out is named Aracuda, and the evolution is called Barraskewda.
Wow, it's totally not a reference to Barracuda. What's our baby elephant that looks like has an ice cream scoop or spoon for him?
That's the baby of the one up above. I'm looking for. I know I have Barraskewda and Barracuda, or Barraskewda and whatever it was.
I'm getting confused to say Barracuda every time.
Yeah, I know I have them up here somewhere. Their stats because they're not actually half bad. At least the evolution's not half bad.
I mean, I feel like no one's gonna really use it, but it definitely doesn't look that.
You might be wrong on that. Let's see, where are you?
Okay, we have one person in Zach, but
because it's like better Basculin.
okay, I'll give you that. It
There it
definitely
is.
looks way faster than Basculin, and it definitely could look like it'd be a hard hitter, especially if it's technically used for an ability of another Pokemon. It's gotta be really good. Then.
So it gets the ability Swift Swim.
Okay, that makes some sense.
And at level 50 with what appears to be max speed, max attack, at level 50 it has 175 attack and 188 speed.
Did you say 188?
That's not its base stat. That's level 50
Okay.
maxed out.
Okay, thank God. I was gonna say, then I'm gonna take back everything I said and compliment you as much as I can, Barracuda.
It is a fast physical attacker. It is literally better.
It definitely streams better with those stats.
Yeah, it's a monster. It's gonna be a monster. It's definitely.
But here's the problem. It's gonna be extremely frail.
Oh yes, it is definitely frail. So, but yeah, that's that line. We talked about Sinistee, that. So that moth is bug ice type.
Okay, we haven't had bug ice, so that's
We have never had bug ice. It is basically the other 4 times like that plus Volcarona just die rocks. Don't throw pebbles at you.
Don't diss Articuno, okay?
Yeah, if you go down to the Kill It bottom row next to the Ice Cube head, that's its baby evolution.
That's all we're gonna get from it? Really?
Yeah, it's called Snom and Frostmoth.
Okay, Frostmon sounds like a Digimon, which actually sounds pretty cool. But Snap just looks like literally the booger. It looks like the manifestation of what is it? Cub Cheese Booger.
Yeah, it's basically Cub Cheese Booger. I mean, that's about the best way you could have put that.
It was like Cub Cheese was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally get rid of this booger. And then apparently some of my DNA stuck to it and evolved into a nice Pokemon.
Yep. So then this next one, what do you think that typing is?
First off, it looks like it's weird because it literally has like a pumpkin like head with the orange and then has eyes and pudding to it.
The next two are an evolution pair, just so you're aware.
Okay, they actually look. I will say the final evolution. Is that? I'm guessing it's the final evolution for it.
Yes, that is the final evolution.
It does look pretty cool. It actually looks like. Oh, you know what he looks like? He kind of looks like Skeletor from He-Man series.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he's got the green face. He's got the blue hood. He's got the black balloon charge. Obviously, he doesn't really look like Skeletor, but he does look like it with the colors. So, I'm gonna say its base form. Is there at least fighting in it?
Yes.
Okay, because I was gonna say he literally looks like he's got hands that are from like table tennis.
Yes. His name, the basic form, is called Clobopus.
Oh my god.
And the evolution is called Graplock.
Ooh, that sounds menacing. I like them.
And they are both pure fighting type.
That is interesting.
And they both have the ability Limber, but they are so slow.
Ooh. So another good trick. What if they got contrary?
I don't know. But,
think about it, this is a new type of Malamar for Gen 8.
Yeah, it does get a, signature move called Octolock. The user locks the target in.
That sounds powerful.
Yeah, the user locks the target in and prevents it from fleeing. This move also lowers the target's defense and SPDEF every turn.
Wow.
Every turn it's trapped, you lower the defense and the SPDEF.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, some of these mods definitely aren't going to stream like really top tier, but I guess that's why they're bringing in all of the main OU and EU mods from the regular deck, from the previous decks. Because a good decent chunk of most of these mods are definitely not going to be hitting OU/EU, and some are definitely going to potentially hit Ubers as well. So,
well, considering that 90% of the Ubers have been snapped out of existence.
I mean, that's true too, so we could basically have one generation that doesn't have Ubers technically.
Yep. So then that next one you're thinking's a bug, right?
He looks like someone from Roly Poly with those colors.
It's not a bug.
It looks like machine, because I feel like I see both, so it's like steel?
It is a fighting type. It's actually a bunch of little soldiers lined up. One after another, and that's their shields that you're seeing.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, is it steel fighting? Because it looks like it has bolts on it.
It's pure fighting. Pure fighting type. And
Game Freak, you're hurting our brains with this.
It's called Falcons, and it has battle armor.
Okay, Falcons, that's actually kind of mixed up for it, though. It sounds like really. And battle armor is pretty good, too.
Yep, no crits. So then, obviously, going down here, you get,
another form of the third legendary, I'm guessing.
Yep. Then you have...
I'm guessing this is what happens if you play Shield. I feel like these are like the version exclusive form.
I don't know, but that's...
It would make... Don't you think this would make sense for with Shield because it's got that run?
I think it's more like Necrozma, where it has two different forms, or like an active form. Like that might be more of a story thing. Like
how Old Sun and Moon worked, they had two different forms based off just the legendaries they played. So I'm guessing if you played, like if you go all the way back up to like the good category, it looks like literally like a long-edged sword, which would make sense because it would be Pokemon Sword form. But when you look at Pokemon Shield form, this thing screams a shield because it can literally use its head as like a round shield.
Yeah, I'm not.
Its head literally looks like the ship from Star Trek, or the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars.
Yep. So then you get that fish there, along with next to Zacian's non-armored form. You see the dragon head, and the fish head on a what looks like green body. That is your fossils, and here's the thing. It's a top fossil, a bottom fossil, and a bottom fossil. You can mix and match the 4 fossils, and that's what you're going to get. Top A and bottom A is the fish. Top B and bottom B is the dragon coming out of the green butt. Top A, bottom B, or top B, bottom A is the one next to it, and top A, bottom B is that one.
I mean, that's not bad ideas for fossils. It's not a terrible idea, but the way they just look, it literally looks what happens when you mix match Lego pieces together and you just make a big glittery mess.
The only one that looks any good is Octavish, which is water ice.
So what are the main typings there? I'm guessing it's water,
ice, dragon, and electric.
Okay, so we can really make some combinations here.
Yep, so Dragozolt is the dragon head, dragon body. Octazolt is the fish head, dragon butt. Dragovish is the dragon head, fish butt. And Arctovish is the fish head, fish butt. I think they're all terrible. I really do.
The concept, though, you gotta admit, is actually pretty cool. To basically combine fossils to form a Pokemon, which we never were able to do before in Pokemon, which sounds really cool. But I will admit, like, they don't look as terrible, but you just wish that if you're combining the fossils, at least there would have been some chemistry formations better with the colors of them.
Yeah, we tried to play God, and this is our result.
Alright, then we have basically a Sonic Boom wannabe in the Scorbunny Mill Evolution line with that gear. And then we have the one with basically transcendent wings for ears.
Yep, and that one is called Cinderace.
I will say though, Galarian Rapidash looks beautiful.
Psychic Fairy.
It sucks that it's Shield exclusive when I'm Team Short.
I'll give you one, because I'm getting both copies. I'll just trade you over a Galarian Ponyta.
By the way, people, if you didn't know, Zach is actually be doing a Switch Wi-Fi series at APA Academy, and I'm wishing him the best of luck for his first ever technical Wi-Fi draft.
Wishing you were there.
I mean, it's just that I don't know how you breed or generate Pokemon, because I never really do that at all.
They changed the games to make it a lot easier, but we just don't have time to talk about that in this podcast, but I can tell you how they do that later. So then
if I can... can you actually... First, I know we're going to talk about, can you actually do it in-game?
Yes, so they made it so you can use as many of the vitamins as you want. You're not stuck at 10, so you can max out stats.
Well, obviously I know about the vitamin stuff. I saw the one thing with candy, and first off, experience candy. 30k experience for XL candies. That's broken.
The Nature Mint, which changes the effects of the nature, all that. So it does
that,
make
I think is maybe that's gonna be like the best thing for combat, because like a lot of times, and I think you would think like you forget to put the right nature on, right?
They're basically trying to take genning out of it, is what they're doing.
Which is actually a really cool idea, because genning always can be a problem at times.
Yeah. But so after that, we've got Arrokuda, which we talked about. The next one is Mr. Mime's Evolution.
Mr. Mime has an evolution?
Yep, Mr. Rhyme.
Oh my god! Mr. Rhyme! Oh my god, that's funny.
So Galarian Mime gets an evolution, and it actually has a pretty good ability too.
It's actually pretty funny, but it fits it so well. And I will shout this out. So that they're giving basically seconds, like, Mons that have only had, like, 2-stage evolutions to now actually have a 3rd evolution form, which is actually pretty dope.
It was missing because Mr. Mime's one of the few in that Gen 1 group. You know, Jinx is the other one. Scyther got Scissor, Magmar got Magmortar, Pinsir got a Mega. Like, you're looking at all the Mons around.
Magmar also got Magby in Gen 2.
Yeah, well, Mr. Mime got
Mime Jr.
Jr. So it's time that this thing joined the group and got a 3rd evolution. But it has...
Now, I know you technically have this Corsola evolution is bad, but I think it actually looks pretty cool.
Well, here's the thing. You need to know what Mr. Rhyme's ability is.
Is it busted, bro?
It's busted.
What we got?
Screen Clearer. When the Pokemon enters a battle, the effects of Light Screen, Reflect, and Aurora Barrel are nullified for both opposing and allied Pokemon. It takes screens away.
Like, it's like default. As soon as it comes out, it basically banishes it.
Yeah, it doesn't get rid of hazards, but it clears screens on entry.
Okay, that just screamed UU right there.
Yep. But then, yes, we
or
have...
at least, it's the shift between UU and RU. At least there.
Yeah. But then next we do have Corsola and its evolution, Cursula.
I mean, it was a curse to already have a Corsola, so I think the name is fitting.
So, they're Ghost type. I don't know the secondary type if there is one. That hasn't been made very clear.
It kind of screams Ghost Fairy, don't you think?
Or Ghost Rock.
Or Ghost Ice.
Yeah. And Cursula gets weak armor.
What the heck is Bleak Armor?
Weak armor. You know the one where
I
if
thought
you
you
get hit...
said Bleak Armor.
No. Weak armor. Get hit, defense drops 1, speed raises 2.
I mean, Poltegeist has that, and Poltegeist, if it gets something like Nasty Plot and stuff, that is going to make it really good. And I feel like Cursula could be good, but it's going to most likely, in my mind, it looks like it could be a mixed attacker, but it looks more like it's either special or physical. I just can't really pick which one would better suit itself.
Yep. And then the next mon is Galarian Stunfisk.
What the heck? This doesn't even look like a Pokemon. It looks literally like one of those bear traps.
That's exactly what it is, and it gets the ability Mimicry, which changes the Pokemon's typing depending on the terrain.
Wow. So basically, it's like the cast form ability.
Yeah. So it'll be in Grassy Terrain, Grass type, Misty Terrain, I would assume Fairy type, Psychic Terrain, Psychic, and Electric Terrain, Electric. So, but yeah.
I thought you were talking about weather.
No, terrains, depending on the terrain.
Alright, so that makes... I mean, I thought you were talking about like a whole cast form thing. Like, it's like, oh, I know what Jackson is good. You're gonna get a cast form lookalike, Mom.
Yeah, I don't know. Cast form didn't make the dex cut, unfortunately.
Yeah. What do we have here? So what's our typing here for Stunfisk?
Stunfisk's base typing, I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's Steel type, ground Steel, if I remember correctly.
I mean, if it's not Steel, then it's disrespecting the bear types.
Yeah, it's definitely Steel type. I just don't remember its secondary typing.
And it looks like we have some form of a weird-looking snake thing.
Yes, it's called Sandaconda. It's a ground snake, and I don't know if it has poison type attached to it or not, but this thing freaks me out, and so I'm just gonna, like, box it and run.
I'm guessing its final evolution is in the Kill It category?
No, that's its baby evolution.
Really?
Yeah, that's the baby that evolves into Sandaconda.
Oh, that's a little bit of a disappointment snake Pokemon.
Yes, it is. Then we talked about the baby form of the 2 gods up top, the apples,
now we have this, there's like Sukamuka spikefish thing.
Yes, and it's pure electric type.
Does it evolve?
Nope.
Okay, it's a Fukamuka then.
Base at level 42, its speed stat is 19.
Yep, it's basically the Fukamuku with just insane amount of bulk.
It gets Lightning Rod as well.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean,
it's called Pin Pinch Urchin. It's not good. It's literally Mimikyu 2.0. So.
I mean, Pikamuku's is still a decent threat though, because if you can't really beat it, then it basically just you. So I don't know. It's probably gonna be like the same tier as Pikamuku, probably, which I believe is tier 4 or tier 5. I don't really remember.
Yep. Then the only reason I have Zacian down low is because one of its ears is missing, and I don't like that. It bothers me.
It kind of does look like it's like the tip of its ear is kind of missing.
It is missing.
Like...
Then you have the 3
It
fossils.
could be a battle scar. It could be a battle scar. You never know.
Yeah. Then the 3 fossils that are all trash. You get Sobble's Emo Evolution.
And then you get these weird fat chipmunks.
That would be Screedunt and Greedunt. Or Squovet and Greedunt, sorry.
If anyone uses these two, you're messing up with your life. Like, why would you use these?
Yep. Then not the next one, but the one after that is Galarian Meowth.
Then, I'm guessing that's what a Galarian Meowth will evolve into?
Yep.
Not really much of a difference.
Nope, and they're Steel type.
How are they Steel? They look like Dark types.
I don't know. Then obviously we've got Galarian.
It literally looks like it has like a pencil on a dress thing on top of its head.
Yep, Darmanitan. We covered Blipbug. Everyone knows Cramorant. We covered the snake. We covered the moth baby. Then you get this penguin, and this is not an evolution. This is the same form. Or same Mon, different forms.
Why did they basically cut off a penguin's head and put an ice cube or a small little bulb built on its head?
I don't know, but it does have an interesting ability. So I'm scrolling for it right now.
I feel like this is such a disappointment in design, though. Like, they basically just took a penguin's body from Madagascar and then just put, like, an ice cube head or a little bit of a decoration squiggle thing on the head. Like, it just looks like a disrespect to penguins. So, a lot of people who like penguins are gonna probably hate a part of the game because of this.
Yep, I'm looking for it right now and I can't find it.
I know, like, Joey PokeMD, he really loves penguins. They're like his favorite animal, so I feel like he's gonna be very frustrated with this.
Yeah, when it's got the ice block, it can take a physical hit and not take damage. But then the ice block breaks.
So it's kind of... Is it somewhat like Mimikyu's ability a little bit?
It's like stance change, basically.
Oh, so basically if it's not in its, like, a defensive stat, it's basically offensive.
It takes a physical hit, and then its head turns into the small head, and then it doesn't get its big head back unless it's hailing.
If anyone uses this in competitive, you're definitely trying to be the GOAT.
And then the last one is called Impedity.
It basically looks like a freaking Oddnell.
Yep.
Actually, its baby form kind of looks like Steenie a little bit, too.
That's the same Mon, just 2 different forms. Horns up or horns down.
That is a disappointment.
Yep. But there's also a bunch of Gigantamax forms. We're not going to talk about those this time. We'll talk about
because they're not, like, again, Gigantamaxing and Dynamax and all that. That is completely optional. I feel like we'll have to use them for, like, maybe, like, the battles at least.
Oh, we'll definitely be using them, because I know, like, in WWC we're going to have them.
Well, obviously, yeah, because... I mean, I don't even know how it's going to really work. I don't know if it's going to be a great thing for competitive players, or not.
Oh, crap. Okay, so, unfortunately my headset just died. Thriller is finding this out right now as I'm saying it, because, yeah, I didn't even notice my headset was beeping. So, unfortunately, Thriller, they cannot hear you talk right now. So, Thriller, can you type out what you want to say as closing statements? Because I'm not joking. My headset just literally died. So, unfortunately, Thriller cannot be heard because his mic is tied to my headset. So, we're going to have to wrap this. Because of that, I wish we could keep talking about this, but, you know, unfortunately, the headset died. So, while Thriller types out his last little bit here, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please go show Thriller some love. the man did win a championship. He beat Jake and I to it. He's won his first championship. Now Jake and I are coming for it. Jake just about won one himself, which would have made me the last one. So, but yeah, Thriller did get one. We were supposed to talk about that on this episode as well. Didn't get to it. So Thriller, on the next episode, we are going to talk about your championship run, because that definitely deserves an episode and some huge shout outs. So guys, if you want to see the championship run before we talk about it, go subscribe to Thriller, become a Thriller Knight, go check out his channel. You can watch that. Dogs are freaking out. You can watch that, and yeah, so please show Thriller some support. And again, I do really thank him for taking the hour and 20 minutes we've been recording to sit here and talk about these new mons. So thank you, Thriller. I can't hear you either because, again, it's tied to my headset. So check out the links in the description down below. And with all that being said, Thriller and I are going to get out of here. So we'll see you guys next time.